Could a Chicago Bulls rising star be on the move to the Milwaukee Bucks? This potential NBA trade scenario might just turn the tables in a way no one saw coming. So make sure to stick around because you won't want to miss a second of this. But before we dive deep into this electrifying topic, let's get one thing straight. If you're a diehard Bulls fan or just someone who craves the most up-to-date NBA content, hit that subscribe button right now and turn on those notifications. By doing that, you'll be the first to know every time we drop a new video packed with the latest Bulls news and insights. Trust me, what's coming up next will keep you on the edge of your seat. Now let's talk about the current state of the NBA trade season. While things may seem quiet on the surface, with most teams having already finalized their rosters, history has shown us that the last few weeks of summer can bring some of the most unexpected and game-changing deals. The Chicago Bulls, in particular, were expected to be major players this offseason. And while they've already made headlines with moves involving DeMar DeRozan and Alex Caruso, there's still a lingering question. What will they do with the rest of their roster? Zach LaVine and Nikola Vucevic are the big names everyone's talking about, with trade rumors swirling around them like a storm. But here's where things get interesting. There's another player on the Bulls roster that could be of serious interest to championship contenders, and that's Ayo Dosunmu. Now, Dosunmu may not be the first name that comes to mind when you think of trade blockbusters, but he's exactly the kind of young, promising talent that could tip the scales in a tight playoff race. Grant Hughes of Bleacher Report recently put forward a fascinating trade idea that could see Dosunmu heading to the Milwaukee Bucks. Yes, you heard that right. The same Bucks who are looking to strengthen their roster for another championship run. So why would the Bulls consider moving a player like Dosunmu, especially after a career-best season? Last season, Dosunmu averaged 12.2 points per game, hitting 50.1% of his shots from the field, and an impressive 40.3% from beyond the arc. These aren't just good numbers, they're the kind of stats that can make a young player highly valuable, especially for a team like the Bucks that's looking for that extra push to solidify their championship aspirations. But here's the kicker. Dosunmu is set to become a free agent after the 2025-26 season. If he continues on his current trajectory, he'll be in line for a hefty contract, one that the Bulls might not be willing or able to match if they're still in a rebuilding phase. This puts the Bulls in a tough spot. Do they hold on to Dosunmu, hoping he becomes a cornerstone for their future, or do they trade him now while his value is high to avoid losing him for nothing later? This trade proposal raises so many intriguing questions. For the Bucks, acquiring Dosunmu could be a strategic move to bolster their backcourt depth and add some youthful energy to a roster that's built around seasoned veterans. On the other hand, for the Bulls, this could be an opportunity to gain assets that better align with their long-term goals. But it's not just about the immediate impact. It's about setting the stage for what could be a pivotal moment in both franchises' futures. Imagine the ripple effects of such a trade. How would Dosunmu fit into the Bucks system? Could his dynamic playmaking and scoring ability give Milwaukee the edge they need in the Eastern Conference? And for the Bulls, what kind of return could they expect? Would this be the first domino to fall in a series of moves that reshape the team's identity? As we explore these possibilities, it's important to remember that the NBA is a league where timing and strategy are everything. A move like this doesn't just happen overnight. It's the result of careful planning and a keen understanding of both current rosters and future potential. And with the Bulls front office already showing a willingness to shake things up, there's no telling what might happen next. So as we wrap up, let's take a moment to reflect on what this potential trade could mean, not just for the Bulls and Bucks, but for the entire NBA landscape. Could this be the move that sparks a new rivalry in the Eastern Conference? Or will it be the first step in a series of strategic decisions that define the next era of Chicago Bulls basketball? If you're as excited as I am to see how this all plays out, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. You won't want to miss a single update as we continue to follow this story and bring you all the latest from the world of Chicago Bulls. This season is shaping up to be one for the history books, and you'll want to be there every step of the way.